Saturday afternoon meeting around grocery stores, cultural center, the library, the one library at the cultural center, and things like that. But the first thing I would like to do is say my name is Jeffery, and I am the executive director of the Planning Coalition. We've been around since 1994. Within the last 5 years, I have started another organization and then moved into the Planning Coalition. We organize the community around block clubs, groups of people, businesses. We kind of try to bring the community together to talk about issues that concern them. Long story short, some of the things that we've done since last year, we had our first town hall around the grocery store. Since then, has been we've had 3 town halls. This will be the 4th one around Grove Street. We surveyed 700 community members to find out what type of grocery store they wanted. 97% of them said they wanted a full-service grocery store, which was very good. The number 1 pick was Mariano's, and we know where they feel at this point. But just to kind of give you some of the things that we've been doing. And what we decided to do was, since we couldn't get anyone to come to us without us begging, we decided to start a farmers market. How many people in here have been to the farmers market yet? Wow. Can anyone say what they thought about it? Can I get some testimonies? Okay.
I attended the farmers market last Saturday, and I brought 3. I attended the farmers market last Saturday, and I loved the selection. Last Saturday was the first Saturday it had a dry goods, so there was various beans, there was broccoli, cucumbers. I mean, you name it, and they had it. And we also got a tour of the facility. So it was very exciting, and I look forward to visiting and putting it on my list for when I buy vegetables to go to the farmers market. So I was excited about it, to have something locally in the community.
Thank you. So, I'll tell you what it is. It should be in your flyer, but I'll tell you. The farmers market is at the Quarry at 2423 West 75th Street. East. 2324 East 73rd Street. 75th.
75.
Every Saturday from 11 to 2 right now. We just went inside. We actually were on 73rd right off of Jeffery in the garden across the street from Good Foods. When it gets warm, we're going to move back to the garden. Our goal is to make that the place that South Shore hangs out in the summer. Like we want to have music, entertainment, food, all of that. So just be looking out for how that's going to change our community, bring us together, and eat good food. What I would like to do is an icebreaker. I'm not really good at this, but I'm going to try it. If you all could just kind of stand up and sit next to someone you don't know, introduce yourselves and tell 3 things you like about South Shore and why you're here. I need some movement. Okay. If you haven't done anything, hurry up. Give you 2 more minutes to complete your 3. 30 seconds. I usually ask that question every time I do this because that's the only icebreaker I really pay attention to when since it's about South Shore. So I'm going to just ask this one question. How many people said because it's close to the lake? How many people said because we have great transportation? How many people said, what's the other one? Housing stock. Okay, how many people said food? No, I just thought I'd ask. But usually those are the questions. What did you hear different? Can someone tell me what did they hear different that was interesting? Go ahead, stand. Introduce yourself. Right. What else? I didn't hear you. What's your name? Nice. Okay. Is there anything else? Stand. Introduce yourself. Okay. So, are all those things worth fighting for? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Is that why you're here? Okay, so that means we need to get to know one another, encourage one another, and build our community and keep our community, right? Right, that's why we're here. Just to kind of give you some updates on the grocery store, there was a meeting, I guess this week at City Hall. Well, eminent domain was pushed for 71st Street, so it's going to kind of change our direction with where we're going. The alderman couldn't make it because this was an election week, and most of the politicians are out of town, from what I hear. So they have been working, I guess, for the last 5 weeks, and we are going to just move forward. Yes. The alderman. The alderman. Yes. There was another brochure. We're going to get into that. Eminent domain is a part of the conversation that we're going to have today. We have Jeanette Foreman and Leo Jaquino here, both attorneys, and we're going to talk about that so that we are educated and understand what that means for a community and if it's really what the community wants to have. Because once we do that, we set a standard and things change. Just to update you on the EATS brochure, how many people heard about EATS? Okay, so as a community, based on the information that we had from our surveys, EATS did not fit the criteria. As I said, we surveyed 700 community members, and it didn't fit the criteria at this time. We did send a letter. Walt is here. Thanks. If you want to say something, you can.
Well, about as far as the survey is concerned, there were two made. And as far as the one that was made, EATS, it was accepted by everyone, 100%. People were 20%. And of the 700 paid for specifically EATS. That's what EATS is. So
No, I think so. I thought it was just me.
And so we have not really given a presentation to the full community. We've only given a presentation to the organizations, and they have not had a forum for us. So to say that it doesn't fit the community's criteria at this point in time, I think that might be a little skewed, if I may say. And it was suggested by them that we go to another community. And we will take that suggestion because that community is at the point to accept Eats Groceries. So, I mean, we've given enough time for our coalition to bring us a grocery store at this time. It's been almost a year. We have nothing. And Eats could have been here by the end of August. And we're still without a grocery. And so that's basically it. If we have self-appointed leadership in our community.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks,
Okay.
Bob.
I'll let it go ahead.
So just to kind of give you an idea of the different organizations, you have the Black United Fund, you have the South Shore Chamber, you have the Planning Coalition, which are not under Buffy. The Planning Coalition is a separate organization from the Black United Fund of Illinois. We just rent a space in their building. The Chamber actually is the business entity in South Shore. The Planning Coalition took this issue on because we organized block clubs. The block club said, what are we going to do about the grocery store? And we decided to take that issue on because no one had taken it on. And that's how we became a part of this grocery initiative campaign in South Shore. I kind of hope we are clear on the different entities and how they work. The Black United Fund is more of an organization that helps fund African American nonprofits to get on their feet. That's what they do. As I said, the Planning Coalition organizes the community. And we all have our different roles, we all have our different missions, and our goal is to bring the community to the table on the issues. Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay. Yes? Eats, E-A-T-S, E-A-T-S, groceries. What is it? So, we're going to kind of change up the agenda just a little bit. So, yes. We'll get to that part. You might have to know that our agenda, that piece was cut off, that's at the end, but we're going to move it up to, we're moving our agenda up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to get to Eminent in a minute. I'll go to the mic. So, rule of thumb, if you have a question, go to the mic.